Hello everyone and welcome back to Hemel-Down Model Railway. So in today's video I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on some of the progress around the station area. And in this video I'm going to show you a little bit of the process of some static grassing, a little bit around some ballasting, making some hills, and also the start of a new bridge. Right, so without further ado, let's crack on with the video and show you what I've been up to. So I've put down the first layer of 2mm summer mix over the top of this section here, and then what I'm going to do then is go in with some 4 and 6mm to kind of blend in with the same colours that I've used on this section here, which will then add a little bit of height to the back of the layout there. So once that's dried, I'm then going to do a bit of layering spray. I'll do a little speeded up version so you can see the process of doing it, and then I'll bring you back for a bit of a closer look. So I'm hoping that you can see that quite well, but that's all sort of nicely standing up. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a 6mm over the top, and then I'm going to freshen up and make some of this section stand up again. It has dropped a little bit in places, so I'm going to continue all the way down and I'll be back in a moment. So I've been looking at this section here because this is the next part of what I'll be detailing. And just before I think about putting the ballast down, I was thinking what I could actually do with this area. Now, originally I was thinking of having on this side here a little bit of a sort of low relief factory, then maybe sort of like a bit of a scrapyard and stuff. But what I've actually decided to do is to run another line, because where this class 47 is, that's the DC line. So what I'm going to do is have a set of points that's kind of off camera, and that will lead up into an engine shed. And then what I'm going to do is have that as a bit of a kind of hill along, or embankment on this side where this piece of polystyrene is. And then this will all be kind of dirtied up and stuff. I'll have bits of old locos in there, like maybe like a loco boiler, some wheel sets and all that sort of stuff, and make that a bit of a scene in regards to maybe some sort of steam loco engine shed. And then what I've done here is just to add a little bit of height into the corners, where I'll just have some grass patches, a little bit of gravel. They'll probably won't be as high as that. I'll probably drop them down a little bit, but just wanted to give a little bit of variation to those corners and some sort of detail with these sections here. So just about here I'm going to have like a lattice girder style pillar that will go there, and then there'll be another one there as well. And then what I'm going to do is to make a girder bridge that will stretch all the way along this section here, so it looks like it's being held up by some pillar legs that you can kind of see through, so you'll still get a bit of that station detail in the background. So whilst all of this section is drying, what I'm now going to do is to lift off this top section here to remove all of the curves. I've got to weather the track before I do any ballasting, and then solder in all of my dropper wires. So to make sure that each section of the track is not relying on fish plates, what I have been doing is to make sure that every single length of track as a dropper wire, and because I have a shorter piece in this section here before it goes into the curve, what I've done is to add a set of droppers in there, and then I've toned down with a humble brown acrylic spray just to tone down the colour of the track. You might be able to see the variation in the colour there, and then just to wipe that off with a bit of a cloth. So now I'm just working my way around. I've already done this track here, so now I just have to wire the 2 4th radius curves that will be on this section, and then the 2 curves that are on this one here, and then I'm pretty much square to this piece, and then I can start working on getting some of the tracks down and the cork and everything all lined up on this section here. So I've weathered all of the corner and cleaned all the tops of the rails. I've just got 2 more sets of droppers to do on that section, and then I'm ready for the ballasting. So these are the supports for what will be the girder bridge that will sit along the top of that ridge there, and then with this section here I'd have like a little beam that run all the way along and sort of join up into that brickwork, and then there would be another pillar just in sort of down this section here. I've just got to check the sort of clearance between the tracks on this section, but I'm thinking that the locos will be able to go around that quite easily. And then I bring you onto that side there, it's a little bit dark, but I'm thinking that I've got enough clearance, so I'm going to check that. Obviously these will be weathered up and stuff, but that's kind of the gist of where these bridges will go, or bridge legs should I say, will go, and I'll paint those up like grey, like primer, and then just do a little bit of rusting down those as well, and then try and match the bottom legs there into like a bit of concrete for the bottom. But yeah, that's the progress with this so far. I'll add in the other one and sort of check all my clearances and stuff, and then if I'm happy with that, that's the kind of direction that I'll go for this section here. So let me show you what else I've been up to. So that's all the glue down. I put a final coat of PVA with some black acrylic in it. So here's the new bridge that I've constructed. A slightly different design to the other one. Kind of put some chunky rivet detail on the top there, and then along the bottom it's just got a little bit of patterning, and I've just done the first coat of green primer on it. I'm going to do a little bit of rusting and weathering over that as well. I'm now at the point of popping in the legs, so one of them will go there, and then there'll be another one just in that patch there as well, and then I'm going to weather those up, and then I've just got one more to put in here. I just need to trim off that little piece there, and then this is where the road is going to be on the top section. And I'm also thinking of bringing this out a little bit further as well, but I'm undecided yet, so that's why I've capped the two bridges in that kind of corner there. So as you could see in the video, I have done my ballasting round in this corner. I've also plastered up some of the little sort of grass embankments that will be there. So that's now looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that, and it's all wired in as well. So I'm definitely cracking on with this section quite nicely. So in the next video, I'm going to show you a couple of scratch aids that I've brought for the top of the town scene here. So it's going to be a mock-up of the town scene, and then what I'll be doing then is to finish off putting in the little water crane that's there, finishing off the fencing, and then putting some plywood up in the back ready to take the back scene as well. So thank you very much for joining me on this video. I hope you've enjoyed the update, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So take care, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.